Greetings, everyone. This is the GreatRieck here, back again with Dell. I think you cut out again, mate.
Oh, for God's sake. Hi.
Yeah, you cut out there a bit, mate, so... And we welcome you to more Great Ace Attorney. We did, last time, as you've probably seen on Thursday when this goes up, that we've done part 1 of the trial. And now we're going on to the part 2 of the trial.
Alright.
And I still don't know what to expect, because this game has made me laugh my fucking ass off.
It all gets better from here.
Good. Good. 22nd November, 11:30 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature. Defendant's Antechamber 5.
Excellent work, Ryunosuke. That was superb.
My heart was in my mouth the entire time.
It was almost unbelievable. I mean, looking at you in there. You were drenched in sweat, your eyes popping, your knees knocking, and you were grinding your teeth.
Okay, we're already up to the yaoi subtext already again. I'm sorry, it's just... I'm sorry, like, goddamn.
It was a grim sight, but before I knew it, you'd started finding inconsistencies in testimonies.
It's hard not to.
Yeah. I think he might have a natural talent for being a lawyer.
Forget it, it's terrifying. If I get through this, I don't ever want to see the inside of a courtroom again.
Little does he know. Anyway, it looks like we've exposed your phantom lady at last.
Women do exist.
Yes, as it turns out.
Oh.
Miss Giselle Brett, a student from Great Britain. Is she?
That's what I was trying to tell everyone from the start. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone. There was a young woman with him, like I've been saying all along.
Yes, you have, haven't you?
I might not be overly confident in the courtroom, but my power of observation are one thing I'm sure of. Powers of observation are one thing I'm sure of. I almost said it like it was a bad translation.
You're sure of your powers of observation, but not your English capabilities.
Yeah, I mean, I am Japanese in this game. Actually, that'd be hilarious if like, sometime they... No, actually, bit of a tangent, I would love it if we eventually, like, got a game of, like, someone coming to the United States or something that barely knows any English and speaks like he barely knows it.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. People would take offense to it, but it would be fun.
Yeah.
Yes, I can see that. So, about this young gentlewoman. Thanks to our detective friend, she was hastily escorted away from the scene, it seems. Did you see what happened with that?
No, I didn't see any of it. I was just on my way out of the restaurant myself, and next to Dr. Wilson's table. I noticed there was a gun lying on the floor. Just after I bent down and picked it up. I didn't have time to think about where the sound of the gunshot had come from. The waiter ran over to me, looking as white as a sheet. And he bundled me into some sort of small pantry next to the kitchen.
Fast thinking by the detective. He apprehended the suspect without a moment's delay.
Yes, because I was shut in the pantry. I have no idea what happened outside the dining area.
You took this.
Oh, there you are. Well done, both of you.
Professor Migatoba.
Well, it seems I was right. Pair of you make an outstanding team. You've exceeded my expectations, I have to say.
Yes, it seems you planned this from the start. You arranged things so that I wouldn't be able to act as a lawyer in this trial.
Our modern country is still in its infancy. our justice system, even more so.
Our justice seesaw?
Yeah. Which is why I firmly believe that we need to send our brightest young stars overseas to learn all they can. I want to avoid a situation that may result in your study tour to Great Britain being cancelled.
Well, it makes no difference. Lawyer or otherwise, if I'm the kind of man who can't help his best friend avert the worst crisis of his life, I shouldn't waste everyone's time by going to study overseas anyway.
What? What are you saying, Kazuma? So that's your stance. I was afraid you'd feel that way. Kazuma? Well then, like it all comes down to you, man. To me? Yes. You need to prove your innocence and uncover what really took place in that restaurant. I must say, I very much want to know the truth. After all, I have a personal connection to this case. Come to think of it, he said the same thing earlier this morning, didn't he?
Foreshadowing.
If you don't mind me asking, Professor, did you know the victim? Yes, I did. As you're probably aware, Dr. John H. Wilson was a visiting professor at UMA. It was I who invited him. Oh, I see.
I didn't know that before.
Anyway, you're about to go into battle. The victim was a university professor from Great Britain, and a well-known one at that. Naturally, our government is looking to identify and punish the culprit as quickly as possible. That's why I got distracted for a second because I forgot about Switch notifications.
Yeah.
Switch notifications tattle on everyone.
Yeah. Bye, FAD, if you're watching this.
Yeah.
I don't know why I would be, but I never know. But let's not forget who we're up against. The gentlewoman whose involvement in our police bureau went to extraordinary lengths to hide.
Huh. Yes, I'm sure the prosecution will use every tool at their disposal to quash your case. But I have no doubt that Care will put up a good fight, right to the last. Best of luck. Thank you. Now then. I need you to run an errand at the university at once. There's something I think we may need.
Of course. Good luck, Kazuma-sama. Defendant Naruhodo. Court recess is over. Please make your way back inside the courtroom at once. It's time. Let's get back to it, partner. Let's go in there and deal a decisive blow. Before those old fossils know what's hit them.
Kazuma?
What?
Thank you. Really.
What for?
Well, if you hadn't said you believed me, then I'm fairly sure I'd have already been found guilty by now.
Look, I have faith in you. As a lawyer, and as a friend.
Coming from you, that means a lot. If I'm found guilty in this trial, I'm really gonna give up on his dream of studying abroad. That's the kind of true friend he is. So this isn't just my battle anymore. Whoever we're up against, we absolutely cannot afford to lose. Also,
just when you thought the stakes weren't high enough already.
I mean, life in prison, your best friend not being able to go study abroad. One's more obviously a higher risk than the other.
Well, yeah, but like both are gonna happen this time if he's found guilty.
I know. Also, I'm sorry, I just love the music every time that the game, like...
Yes.
One of the things that I will bring up is my love of the music.
Is what's playing right now? Words, please work. Is it is it that one?
Yes. That one.
Okay. That's this is good. This is Cosmo's theme.
Ah. All right then. I'll save the thank yous for after the trial.
You can join me in one of those sukiyaki meals I like from the Yume Cafeteria at University Street. With an extra large portion, of course.
22nd November, 12:09 p.m. in Court of Judicature. Courtroom. Room 2.
That little strategy apparently took half an hour.
I mean, it's a 30-minute recess. That's how courts. Yeah. That's how courts even work in West till today.
Look, keep your sound logic out of this, all right?
As someone that's been to jury duty twice.
Oh, interesting.
I'd rather be in one of these cases.
Yeah, I can imagine. The court hereby resumes the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Prosecutor Aochi, have you managed to subpoena the witness?
Yes, Your Excellency. Against all odds. Thanks to a certain young stripling, the prosecution is now under rather painful scrutiny from the government. Sorry.
Let the government scrutinize. That's their job. It's nothing to worry about.
It's highly unlikely that good relations we forge with Great Britain will emerge from this trial unscathed. But you still think it's nothing to worry about when the new treaty breaks down in our nation founders?
I think it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to say flounders, but.
Okay, that's a mistranslation.
Probably.
Yeah, because that just doesn't read right.
Yeah, that just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Like, yeah. There's some iffiness of translations nowadays, especially, like, I'm just gonna say this, post-COVID, like, translations kind of have gone back sort of to 90s translations.
Yeah, it's, I mean, also, like, for a game that's, like, as text-heavy as this, I feel like some typos are just kind of unavoidable.
Yeah, fair enough, because you're going through hours upon hours of text.
Yeah, trust me, like, typos are no shortage in this entire series.
Fair enough, fair enough. Again, terribly sorry.
If the friendship between our nations is really so fragile, then the treaty isn't worth the paper it's written on.
God damn!
You really have nothing to worry about, Ryunosuke.
This guy, man. This fucking guy.
Savage.
Yeah, holy shit. What do you mean?
A secret trial, anxiety over some foreign government's opinions, a bungled investigation, missing witnesses. Is this what our nation's justice system is? Is this the Supreme Court of Japan or of England?
Shut up! Shut up, you jumped-up rookie boy! You and your friend know nothing. Nothing of the situation our nation finds itself in. By aligning ourselves with this great world power, we'll become strong. Diplomacy has never been more critical. Steady political maneuvering is what will secure our futures.
I don't. Weird. Okay.
Okay, that's a miss. That's a miss.
Yeah, I think the yeah, that's weird.
Maneuvering. Yeah, that's not how you spell that. Yeah, like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna type that up real quick.
Okay.
Go search. You know what? I know we've been taking a lot of.
So, hang on. I just need to post this in the real fast.
Yeah, okay, no, maneuvering is not spelled like that. It's spelled MANEURING.
Okay.
And no, that's. Yeah, okay. Damn. I know we're being, like, English snobs right now, but goddamn.
Yeah, it's.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I won't deny that I'm no expert. I'm just a student. One who could arguably study harder, too. Standing here now in our Supreme Court, there is one thing that I feel very strongly. A country that fails to uphold the truth in its justice system is a country with no future at all.
Well said. Well said, Ryunosuke. Despite the wide-eyed look of terror.
You little brats!
Thank you, Counsel. The court is the pinnacle of our nation's justice system, and exists solely for the pursuance of truth. With that in mind, this trial will now resume with the next witness taking the stand. The visiting student from Great Britain, Miss Giselle Brett.
Yes. Your Excellency! God, I cannot wait to be done with this guy.
You sure about that? Because I think you might be all for this guy after this witness.
Well, what a delight it is to welcome such a fine gentlewoman to Japan, and from such a distant land.
Tea. Someone bring some English tea. In England, no discussions take place without tea.
Oh my god! Already to the stereotypes, holy shit! Is that true?
No idea.
So, ahem. Could we possibly trouble you to state your name and your occupation for the court? I'll be Giselle.
Of course. My name is Satoru Kusunaga. I have been working undercover as the head waiter at the La Carnival, but my troop...
Yes, we know all about you already.
Inspector Kusunaga, where are your manners? In England, it's always ladies first.
Is that true?
No idea. More importantly, a little earlier today, you said something to me. You said your powers of observation are the one thing you're sure of.
Oh, yes. I think I did, didn't I?
Yet your description for this amazing sight was simply a woman. I'm sorry, Ryunosuke, but powers of observation aside, your powers of description are sorely lacking.
Guilty. Oh, dear lady. Once again, if we may trouble you for your name and occupation, please. I can't read that shit! I can't read that shit.
Don't worry, it's okay, you're not supposed to. Don't worry.
Okay.
Cursive at its finest.
I like that she's obviously supposed to be speaking English, but now that she's speaking English, we just made it like, you know, the Herod, like, language shit.
Yeah.
I'm terribly sorry, dear lady, but... What?
You can probably make out what that says, because like that is actual cursive supposed to be, but whatever.
I've never been able to read cursive in my life. I'm not gonna start doing it now. There's a reason we killed that in school.
Yeah. Because it's fucking pointless. The lady says her name is Giselle Brett. She comes from London, England. She's a visiting research student, currently enrolled in Yuma University's medical faculty.
Oh my, what a rare treat to hear the dulcet tones of the beautiful language of the British people. I was fucking through it. Oh, what a fucking kiss ass.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm afraid I don't understand the word you said, but it was as beautiful as a hummingbird's song. Simp!
As far as I can tell, the detective is translating her words faithfully enough.
Yes, I agree.
So yeah, just like immediately dispelling like the possibility that like he might be covering for by like translating her words differently.
You'll obviously do fine in English, Cosma. Your English doesn't rally you at all, does it?
Nor are you. You've clearly been paying attention in your English classes, Ryunosuke. The Gore thanks the beautiful lady for taking the stand. Now, if we may trouble you to confirm something, Miss Brett. Three days ago, at a restaurant called La Carnival, a grim murder took place. The court has been led to believe that you were dining there with the victim, Miss Dr. Wilson, at the time. Is that correct? She says, yes.
This could take some time.
So even though she's studying here in Japan, she can't speak any Japanese? She'd like to apologize for disappearing from the scene. She says that she was due to make a presentation at the university, so she had to leave immediately. Interesting. When you were the one who engineered her escape. I was just following special orders from the Bureau.
Well now, dear lady, would you be so kind as to cast your eyes over this photographic print? Seeing as you were so unfortunately present at the scene of the crime, could it be that your resplendent eyes caught sight of the wicked perpetrator, perhaps? Shablah, 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 shablah. I'm just gonna do that every time they start doing this cursive shit.
Apparently it was a very frightening and sorrowful sight. Do you mean to say... Yes, it would appear the lady did witness the crime. Oh, the very moment when the accused, standing right there in this courtroom, shot the victim in cold blood.
Well, that fucking backfired.
Yeah?
But that's what happens when you've got this guy obviously covering her bitch ass.
Order. Order in the court.
Ed, did you hear that, Your Excellency? Here we have an absolutely conclusive witness statement.
Well, it looks like it's clear now. Clear who our real enemy is. Unfortunately, I will have to ask you to formally testify, if you please. Kindly tell the court the exact nature of this frightening and sorrowful sight you described. Frightening and sorrowful sight.
Blasha, 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 blasha.
I had arranged to meet for a slightly late luncheon with Dr. Wilson that day. Luncheon, I don't know. The professor was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only. A beefsteak.
The phrase is luncheon.
Okay.
He's kind of silent. Yeah, become...
Okay. Press the button, thank you. After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor, and they got into a fierce argument.
Gonna keep that fucking in mind.
Then not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes. I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit.
How much you call bullshit here on? Like, 97% of that was bullshit.
Yes! Oh, I didn't get to see what that said, damn.
Oh, yeah. No, he just went yes automatically. No, I didn't have any kind of argument with the professor at all. My quiet, you filthy wretch! Look at you, you black-hearted blackguard! Look at this snow-white angel! I'm sure even a dark-minded scoundrel like you can imagine whose words the court is gonna believe.
Did you all say just go on state your biases? Good lord.
I mean, this is still how Japanese courts work to this day.
I guess. You're still making the same mistakes, Ryunosuke. You mustn't blurt out when you're goaded like that. That's a lesson you need to learn.
But he's so annoying!
Of course, I was at the scene as well. I took statements from this lady and the 2 witnesses who testified before, and reported back to the Bureau. It was decided that Miss Bread was not involved, so I let her go. The testimonies of the last 2 witnesses were completely worthless, however. Well, even so. On the day in question, the lady was wearing the same outfit as she is today. As you can see, there was nowhere about her person where she could conceal a firearm. Are you quite sure about that?
Looking.
The hat, maybe? Or
Yeah.
the giant fucking dress?
Yeah, exactly. I would think she could hide a gun almost anywhere in that outfit if she wanted to.
Yeah.
Unless now the precise location where the witnesses who have hidden a weapon can be shown, this is moot.
There were no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. Those are the witness's own words on the matter.
Ah, that's ridiculous! If only I was allowed to lift her up and lift up her dress, I could prove it! Oh my god, Ryunosuke! This game, you know, this game is not quite under that genre yet, my friend.
No.
I'm surprised no one's made a fan game of that yet.
Give it time, give it time. Don't think about doing anything rash, Ryunosuke.
I didn't fire the gun I picked up. There must have been another gun there that day.
You're right about that. Which means this lady was hiding a gun somewhere. Yes, that's what we have to prove now. And to do so, we will need to pull her testimony apart.
And a smirk.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Oh, yes, Your Excellency. Alright, cross-examination time.
Alright, so, do as Kazuma said, pull her testimony apart. Draw out as much information as you can.
That part's not that important.
I mean, you can still press it.
I'm gonna read through all of it first.
Okay.
I like to, as like a true detective, I like to examine everything. What will happen if I'm gonna press this just to be curious.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yes!
Yeah. After 2 p.m. in fact, that's really quite a late lunch, isn't it?
Attention!
You don't keep up with the latest fashions from Britain, do you? Late luncheons are en vogue. Isn't that right? No.
A decisive English no has quite a sting to it.
I love how everyone could just tell from that.
Yeah. The gentlewoman is currently working in the victim's research laboratory, it seems. So it was apparently a daily occurrence that they would lunch together.
From the day in question.
But on the day in question, the victim had another appointment at the clinic first.
Yes, which is proof from the medical report card that was submitted as evidence earlier.
That's right. Miss Bread and the victim went to lunch following the victim's treatment, which is why it was so late.
I just guess.
Huh?
Oh, I'll let you finish.
Yes, then it all makes perfect sense.
I'm just gonna say, if this guy had like wisdom teeth or whatever, mouth surgery, and was
Yeah.
able to just go somewhere immediately after, That fucker was tough as nails.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn, nowadays you go to like get your teeth pulled or shit.
And they just fill you up with so much fucking anesthesia that you can barely even move afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.